Hello, everybody. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Is Rachel here right now?
I see Rachel. I'm going to try to put it up on the screen.
Yep, I see you.
Can you
Hey,
see
Rachel.
it?
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Rachel's such a support. She's such a wonderful support.
Were you able to see that?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody who was at our live the last time, we had quite a few glitches to work out, and we're pretty proud of ourselves because we're actually saying, hi, Tracy. We actually think we may have kind of ironed out some of our hiccups. So we're hoping we're going to do a lot better.
Yes.
So we never did this last time, and I think we should. So you all know Lisa. Lisa is, well, she's a guest, but she's not really a guest. She's like
Diana, Paulette, Little Makeup Channel.
And Lisa is in LA and California, USA, and I am in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Just
beautiful place
out there. So you guys, I'm going to try to put everybody's stuff up on the screen for a second so you all see who's here and say hello. I think I did Rachel
over here, Liedy. I can see it over here.
Oh, can you? Okay, great. Well, now everybody can see each other when you're looking at the screen. So, hey guys, thanks for being here. There we go.
Hey, Colette.
Well, you know, I was going to share. Hi, Dee. How are you doing? I was going to share a story with Lisa while we were in the green room.
We're legends in our own minds, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. We were actually, it's called the green room on StreamYard as well. So we're not being too ostentatious.
Okay.
And you guys know I try to do the best with my face, and I've been using Peach's products, not all of them, but yesterday I went out and got the milk of magnesia, and I got a new bottle of castor oil, but it wasn't organic, so I got to go back and do that. Hi, pal.
Yeah.
And I jumped in the shower today. This is how obsessed I am about doing my face. And I always do my morning one, which happens to be in the afternoon today, in the shower. And I put the shampoo in my hand for my hair and just put it on my face. I was so obsessed about getting my face done. It was so gross. Anyway, so that was kind of my little today.
I've had people brush their teeth with Monistat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, I looked at that yesterday as well. So all these things. Anyway, yeah, just a minute. Sorry, I'm just trying to, Lisa, just so everybody gets to know everybody, because these are all people that I think we know everybody. We both know everybody. That's
amazing support. Such incredible
support. We really appreciate you guys being here. When we go to New York and do our first live show, you're all getting front row seats.
Yes.
Us.
Yes. I already told Colette and Rachel that I'm taking them out to lunch one day.
There you go.
I really do want to have a almost a weekend beauty seminar, and I want to. I think that would be a really amazing thing if women would want to come towards California, if we could do it affordable. I think that would be an incredible weekend. Do facials, talk about food, beauty. I think it'd be amazing.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. I don't know that there's, I know you can go to spas and things, but I really don't feel like they have something like that.
Yeah, like a retreat.
Yes, like a retreat.
Retreat.
Yes.
That would be, and you know what? There's really cool, between Santa Barbara and back up to LA, there is some beautiful places there that we could book.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
There we go. We're all for that, especially all those girls in Canada up north who are freezing. We're totally in for that. Oh, Colette's coming already. She's like, whoa. Good for you.
Yeah.
So one of the things that, hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana.
It would be. There we go. Stacy Lee.
Oh, hey, Stacy.
And
Can you
hi,
guys hear me
Paula.
dog breathing really heavy? Sammy, it's okay. Mommy's fine. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, such great ladies.
We missed you. We missed you. I'm so glad you're here, sweetie. I really
Yes.
am. And we've got Pal. Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah, a retreat. And the crazy thing about that is, I guess we'll just kind of get into it, Liedy, and you guys can start asking me any questions you want to on personal or skin. I would love to show people what I can do with one facial. And I think Francesca, if anyone saw that video, that is such an amazing example of what can be done in really just a short time.
Well, I mean, I think we have a great subject today because everybody's talking about anti-aging. And if anybody should be concerned about it, it's me. I'll be 71 on May the 14th. I will take all gifts, cash, real estate, gold, diamonds, whatever. And then, of course, anything peaches is good.
Right.
But,
such an incredible example. Yes.
Everybody throws around anti-aging. What is it? How did I get there? And I know, I have learned over the years, but even more so now that, I watch your videos and I've learned so much from the things that you share that I know I have done a lot of damage and I have a lot of repair to do. And so one of the things that I've had to learn right now, which has been this is what I've got going on isn't an instant fix, but there's so many things I can do.
Not true.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to get it now, you guys. So that's good. Just going to share. So Lisa, tell us, what's the worst things we can do, like the anti-aging process?
So what is the worst thing that makes you age, or what is the worst thing? Are you asking me what makes you age the most?
When we're talking about our skin, yes.
Yes. So in my opinion, obviously sun is huge. So I think the problem is that women, men are told to wear sunscreen. And they don't understand that, especially in the United States, our sunscreen is not the best. Now, if you compared it to, say, Australia, where would be another place, New Zealand, their sunscreens are so much better. And when we have FDA approval here in the United States, what people need to understand, that only means that it's safe. It's not going to kill you, but it doesn't mean the efficacy is there. So that's the first thing. So people slather all these sunscreens on that some of them, 90% of them don't do much, but then they just go outside with no hat on. And they think that just wearing the sunscreen is enough. And the fact is you have got to wear a wide-brimmed hat. So that's the first thing, the sun. The second thing, and I think it's very near that, is foundation and concealer. But the reason I'm not popular is because I say that, because it is a billion-dollar business. And a really good example of that would be IT Cosmetics. She seems like an amazing lady. Her and her husband worked so hard to build that company. They were just bought by L'Oreal about 3 years ago for over $1 billion based on one of their concealers. And I loved her thinking was she wanted to help women to have beautiful skin by covering up the issues. Do you see? I want to show women how to have beautiful skin as a canvas and then do whatever you want to it. So to me, what I have seen, now these are based on my beliefs, and I haven't been an esthetician for a year or 3 years. I've been an esthetician for almost 36 years, and I have seen hundreds of thousands of clients. They hear me say it all the time. But foundation and concealer is a huge culprit. And the minute we take a client off of that, we see a huge difference. But it doesn't mean you have to be off of it your whole life. Maybe, for me, I don't want it. It ruins my skin. But maybe you get your canvas looking good and then you go back on it. And then obviously diet. I think diet is really, really important.
I definitely need to get better at diet. But, I'm a big lemon water drinker. Cucumber, I like cucumber. I drink a lot of that. So that is good. But it's really interesting, Lisa, because I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine.
Okay.
And who I directed to your channel. And she wears a lot of makeup. I mean, she's like all about, like I love her, but it's a drag traveling with her because there's always this. You know, she
They
takes
take
a
forever
long
to get
time to
ready.
put all this on. And
Yeah.
so she said, well, this is nothing I'm interested in. You know, I love all my stuff. And I said, you know, I wear bronzer, and she knows that. And I said to her, but you know, if you are wearing all of that makeup, you're putting concealers and all of that on, you really need to know about the best skincare that you can get, because as we're aging, we're losing a lot of things naturally in our
Yes.
bodies.
Yes.
So you really need to pay attention to what Lisa is saying. I relate it to when I had my hip replacement. You know, I went to see an orthopedic surgeon, and he took everything apart, and he put me all nicely back together. And then I went to the sports physiotherapist, who taught me how to, you know, how to work with all of that, like how to get back to normal. So
they
I
gave
could
you
wear
a canvas. They prepared you. And I think that is why it confuses me why people don't understand that they can work hand in hand. It's like the doctors that refer to me. They don't have big egos. They know that holistic and medical can work beautifully together. But there's so many people that are so afraid of that, because they think I'm going to take something from them because I don't believe in foundation and things. But the fact is if I give you a great canvas, then isn't their foundation going to look even better on you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. Also, it is a health thing. We have got to understand our labels are not complete, especially in the United States. You know, Europe, Canada, bans a lot of products that are okay here in the United States, like Rodan and Fields. You know, they don't allow a lot of these products because they want people to label correctly and put all the ingredients. And people don't believe me when I say that, but it is a huge issue. And so you've got to be mindful of what you're putting on your skin, because we absolutely know that it gets into the bloodstream. They have found it in the hormones of teenagers. They've seen where it messes with their hormones, and they've seen it, I think I said this last time, in the umbilical cords of babies. So we know that things get into our bloodstream, so we have to be more mindful about what we're putting on our skin. And women, you know, how many women need to get breast cancer, thyroid diseases? We're getting all of these different things, and we're wondering why. Well, what are we putting on our faces that the men are not putting on their faces, right?
A lot. A lot.
Yes, yes.
And you know, this is going back a little bit, but this Bill and I, this is the second marriage. Bill and I have been together for 30 years, but I had a 20-year marriage prior to that. But I remember my ex-husband telling me, especially in the 60s, of course, those were the hippie days, we were a little bit more into the natural stuff, right? And back in the late 60s, I'm trying to remember where it was, I used to work at BC Packers, and which is where the fish boats used to come in. Honest to God, I would clean roe I take roe out of herring, right? And I would fillet salmons. Like, I worked in this big fish factory. And I can remember we used to have to, when we started shipping things overseas to China to be packed, we had to send our own quality control people because we had so many incidents.
Yes.
Because this is what people don't, and this goes to makeup and all of that, the quality control of what's actually going into packaging that we're putting on our faces. Or when I was wearing my acrylic nails.
Yes, I don't have them.
Wow. Gosh.
And here's the thing though, Liedy, not to interrupt you, but I'm not trying to tell people not to be beautiful. I'm not trying to be boring or put you down because you wear foundation or you choose to do these things. I'm just trying to be a voice in all of the chaos and the minutia, saying there is another way and another choice. You do not have to inject your face to make your cheeks bigger because you think you're not pretty anymore. Let's look at another way of handling that, right? So that's, I think it's being the voice of reason, because you're saying it so perfectly and so eloquently. We just need to understand what we're putting in our bodies and on our bodies, because they're not going to label it. They're just not doing it, right?
especially if they've got no, if they can get away with it, of course.
Yes,
because it's all about money. And like you say, I mean, I would never leave the house without mascara. I mean, that's one thing. Ever since I learned how to put on mascara, mind you, back in the 60s, it was a little box with a little brush.
Yes, yes.
I would not leave home, even today. I can leave with everything, but
fine.
And you do the same thing. You love your mascara.
I love my mascara. I can't do false eyelashes. But my eyebrows, I try to keep them up with castor oil. And by the way, I wanted to say happy birthday to Jen's husband. Happy birthday, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. But make your eyes look beautiful. Yeah, Diana, make your eyes look beautiful. Make them pop. Everyone around the world has different ways that they are different elevations of what they think beauty is. But everywhere in the world, a woman's eyes are considered beautiful, right? Pop your eyes. Once we can take our masks off, put your lip liner on and your lip gloss, wear some bronzer if you'd like to. And again, if you want to wear foundation, let me show you how beautiful your skin can be without it first, because I'll tell you something. And I don't know if any of my clients are watching right now, but I'd say 98% of my clients never go back.
Okay, one day, but
not the other. Getting gels. And this is the thing. Real chicks, your first name. Sometimes I don't like to say their first name because I don't. Carla. Yes, Carla. She's so terrific. Forgive me, Carla. I barely remember Kent's name. I swear it's menopause break. But first of all, the bag will go away. It's just where all of your toxins fall. And for me, it was my left eye, and it's so much better. So just learn to massage it and to clean out that lymph area. And I have a video on using a neti pot. Learn how to use a neti pot. Learn how to massage your skin and really get that blood flowing towards your eyes. And I have no foundation on, guys. Nothing on tonight. Just a little bit of lipstick, lip gloss, and my eyes. Get that blood flowing. Liedy and I were doing it before our show. It will get better, and your jowls too. When we lose weight, we don't become this saggy thing if we work out and we lift weights. Find a channel or a good trainer that can help you lift some weights or do some push-ups or something, and that muscle memory will come back, and your loose skin will adhere to the muscle that adheres to the bones, and it will become firmer. 100%, I've seen it. And you can do microcurrent on the body as well.
There we go.
What do I recommend for a bronzer? So I used to only say that I recommended a powder bronzer, but I want to be really specific. Try to look for cruelty-free, vegan, and now vegan is it can be here or there. But cruelty-free is really great now. You look for the bunny. Many of us will put cruelty-free on our packaging. Everything that goes in my products, we will not allow testing on animals. It's just a big deal to my husband and I. We're very ethical to the ocean. It's very important to us. But I will tell you, I'm really loving Color Science, and they did send it to me, sent me a sunscreen bronzer. And I think I've showed it. I think it's beautiful. And it's a cream, and I never liked creams because I did feel that they were like a foundation, they would clog, but I've had absolutely no breakout, and I made sure to test it for 6 months.
Okay,
and I'll answer any of them if you have one like.
Sorry, Lisa. Okay, I have a question because I'm big on bronzer, and for some of you who've been back here before, I'm having a real issue. Like, I'm trying to get the layers. I got all the damage from sunspots, and I have a lot of them. And I need to tell you this: I have more now than before I started Peaches. So,
well, that's interesting. But are they getting lighter?
Oh, there's some of them that have gone, disappeared.
Oh, that's a good thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. Some are, sorry guys. Some have left. Some are coming. So, but I used to be that sun baby that I really need to have my bronzer. Now you were talking about science. Was it
Color Science?
Color Science. Okay. If I put that on, because of this is, of course, I'm tanning my sunspots as well, right?
When you go out in the sun and you've lightened your sunspots, the melanocytes and the melanin have shrunk. But the minute you go out and you don't have zinc oxide or iron oxide on, or titanium dioxide, iron oxide's a natural color, you'll start to expand them again and they will get darker. So once you start lightening them, make sure you're wearing a hat and zinc oxide and keep on them. And the reason I asked Liedy, were they getting better, is because as long as you see some going away, you know the process is happening, but it does take time. It's just like losing weight. It's just like anything else.
Yeah.
And then Judith asked about a rash when she goes out in the sun. Is she allergic?
Yeah,
Judith, I'd be really surprised if you were allergic to the sun. It can happen, but what I have found it to be is that there's something you're putting on your body, and then you're going outside and you're creating a chemical reaction. So it could be the sunscreen you're using and you didn't realize it, and you got some on your hands or on your arms. So I would be really aware of what you're putting on your body before you go outside, and then make sure you're wearing a wide enough brim hat that you see it covering your chest to the side. So I hope that answered it. I'm doubtful that she's allergic to the sun. I get a rash on my hands and arms the minute I'm outside. Do you have sunscreen on? Is I guess what I would ask, and what kind are you using? And I notice my little screen is dirty. Let me get that piece of cookie off of there. You see it on me? It's right there.
No, I'm not sitting close enough.
Yeah.
See how much closer I have to get?
Yeah.
I mean, this whole angle thing. We'll be so glad when we get producers and all those backstage people.
Goodness, I know. So Judith, did that answer you? Are you using a specific? Thank you. Yes, and I'm wearing. Okay, doesn't matter the SPF. Doesn't matter, and that's another thing people aren't understanding. The FDA did a huge study, probably about, could be 7-8 years ago, and it was the Journal of Medicine. I'm sorry, and what they showed is that a 50 can really be a 6 because of all the junk they put in it. It doesn't matter the number, it matters how good the sunscreen is. So part of your issue could be that if I looked at your ingredients, there's a chemical in there that is really wreaking havoc with your skin. And what is your skin? The largest organ of the body. So your skin is telling you the minute you walk outside, something's wrong, something's wrong. That would be my guess. You're not wearing, the sunscreen you're wearing is most likely the issue.
Okay, I don't know if you can see some of those comments, Lisa.
Yeah, I can see them. Yep.
Okay.
Certain medications can do that if she's on a medication. Rachel, thank you so much for saying that. Some herbs, people think just because it's an herb, it can be something that they don't need to worry about. In fact, tea tree oil for years was the #1 allergen in the world. But now they have come to find that it was grown next to another type of plant, and that plant may have caused the issue. It's crazy. Yeah. But I know this stuff. It's like crazy, and I don't know why. So I'm here to help you with that. But Judith, if you are taking a medication, that's another thing that we can touch on. Thank you, Rachel, for saying that to her.
Right. Well, I for me, like all my years of makeup and not makeup, but everything in moderation. But if you're not sure, we really need to get back to, like nowadays they say you need to be proactive with your physician, with your doctor. You need to ask the questions. You need to, we need to understand when you have a problem and your doctor sends you to an orthopedic surgeon, he's going to probably suggest you need surgery because that's what he does.
And not in a bad way. Exactly. I have doctor friends that will tell you the same thing. I was being sent to a cardiologist and he said, Lisa, you don't need to. You work out almost every day, at least I did then. And he said, he's going to find something. And that's not that they're bad. My daughter is a nurse practitioner. She's pretty much a doctor, but she'll tell you the same thing. We have to be advocates for ourselves. So why not be advocates for what we're doing to our bodies as women and men? And Laura, you said something about an antibiotic. Very true. I would have assumed someone would tell me they're on an antibiotic. I should ask that. But yes, there are medications that when you go out in the sun, they can cause or Laura said that, I think. Laura or, yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, Laura. I put Lisa's link down below.
I took St. John's wort. I couldn't go in the sun without getting small. Interesting. And here's the thing with a lot of those products like St. John's wort, and Liedy, interrupt me because I'll just keep going. It's like
okay.
vitamin E or some of these retinols. So many of them we think are these gold standards, but they're mixed with things. They add junk to them. I don't know if I've told you this story, but I was privy enough to be behind the scenes with a very big company, and their product was vitamin E enriched. And there was this giant vat of the product, and he went over with a little dropper and put vitamin E in it. And that was vitamin E enriched. So a lot of times, Rachel, maybe the St. John's wort was not as pure as it should have been, or your body didn't like it. And that's the beauty of our skin. It's going to tell us when something's wrong. It's going to let us know that this is not good for our body. And that's okay. When I see a young woman or any woman, you know, just seeing Francesca that day, and I don't know if Francesca's here. I don't know if I told her I was going to be on. You could just see that it was all here. There was nothing on her neck or chest. Do you see? If your skin is so oily and so combination and so broken out and hormonal acne, why don't you have it all over? Why is it only on your face?
On that
right?
one spot.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
But I think, you know, a lot of this, like now I'm talking about more about the industries and us as women, as consumers. We need to start becoming our best own advocate and ask questions.
Yes.
Just because somebody tells you, oh, look at how beautiful this woman looks now. And okay, so she's maybe used a primer and foundation and all of that. But why aren't we asking, or you or whoever, what's in it? What's in it? And then if they tell you what's in it, what will it do to my skin? And we all know this. Our skin absorbs into our bloodstreams.
100%.
So we need to really ask. I don't.
Yes.
It's not like same thing as really. I love to look beautiful. Honest to goodness, you guys.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, right. We all do.
I think because I'm holistic, people think that I'm telling you not to be your best, not to be beautiful, not to look beautiful. Yes, I've stopped coloring my hair. If you want to color your hair, color your hair. I know for me, I feel better. You know, I didn't want that color in my body anymore. I just didn't want it. So if you are dealing with, you know, I've been diagnosed with lupus in my life. Apparently don't have it anymore. I've been diagnosed with thyroid disease where they put me on Synthroid. Don't have it anymore. Been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I have a little arthritis in my toes, but I think we can reverse things if we take care of ourselves. If you don't want to, that's okay. But I am here to be your voice. And when you're watching, you know, these other women, as you said, Liedy, and they're putting all these things on, ask what's in it. Or if they're telling you to use something, well, now wait a minute. How do you know that worked when you have, you know, you injected your cheeks? And people think I'm being mean. I don't ask them, by the way. I did in the beginning and I got in trouble. I don't think I realized I shouldn't have done that, I guess. But I didn't understand how they could tell someone to buy these things or buy these tools or, you know, poke holes in their face with these micro needles. And I say that with respect because, you know, I have a lovely lady I really enjoy watching who does micro needling. I just know, but I'm also licensed. You know, I'm a master. I've gone to school for this. I've had extensive training. I've worked with doctors. I know what it can do and the issues we can have. And I think you have to ask someone, well, if it worked so well, why did you get a facelift? Or why did you go do this invasive procedure? And I don't think that's a mean question. That's just saying, you're telling me to do all these things to my body and my face. And yet, wait a minute, if it worked so well. And here's the thing, ladies, I've done none of it. And I'm telling you, it works. You know, I think for 55, I think I'm kind of going backwards a little bit. I really do. I think I'm learning new things about my skin every day, getting the blood flowing, but also taking away, like you said, Liedy, I just chose to not do my nails anymore and do my color in my hair. And I really saw my body and my, everything just felt healthier.
Yeah, and I think the other thing to know too, like for me, is like even if we do get wrinkles, and even if the jowls aren't perfect, it's okay, because you know
Okay.
what? That's the other part of it. There's a picture, and I'm going to find it for the next time we do one together. With I can't remember who it is. I don't even know if it's an actress, but she has the most beautiful gray hair, and you know what? She's perfectly flawed. That's my favorite saying. Perfectly flawed. And
Yes.
even if we do get our wrinkles, do you know what?
Mhm.
I mean, some of us are just going to have. I mean, they're just going to be there,
Holly
and
McGraw, Meryl
it's
Streep.
it's
Yes.
okay.
We can go
You
on
know,
and on.
I
Yes,
look in
these
the
women
mirror
look
sometimes and I
beautiful.
go, yeah, you know what? No. I mean, you guys remember what Joan Rivers used to look like after all her
Yeah.
procedures?
Well, I heard someone say recently how beautiful, and please know I actually, one of these women I've met, but they said how beautiful, I forget her name right now. I can't believe I'm doing this. Jane Fonda, and I love watching their show. Okay, you're all knowing who I'm talking about, Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. And I'm going to answer those questions in just a minute. Lily Tomlin, but in person, and Jane Fonda has even said, Jane, that she wished she hadn't done so much. She wished she hadn't gone so far. And you all have to understand, when they have lights on and makeup on, it's a very different look than what they look like in person. Cindy Crawford, when she was younger, they used to cover up her mole. And she'll show you what she looks like in a real picture and what she looks like after they've done her, okay? So forgive me if I ramble. I get so passionate about this. Okay, someone asked me about tinted moisturizer. No.
Laura did.
Tinted moisturizer is foundation. So you don't want to have the elements of a moisturizer that should be like face food and helping with elasticity and collagen to be mixed with color that can be a poison, okay? Even if it's an iron oxide and natural. So I prefer that you put on a moisturizer, first your sunscreen, put like a zinc oxide, a titanium dioxide, then put on your moisturizer. And then if you want to add color to that, you can add it with a bronzer or something afterwards. Someone else asked about neck cream. I love this neck cream. It's by HSBC. It's made in California. And I show it. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's under $20 on Amazon, made in California, and I believe in it. I think it's fantastic. But also doing your exercises. I would say on me, my neck has good days and bad days. And I think it's because we're all looking down now and we're really putting a lot of pressure on our neck. So I'm learning to sit straighter, to do more moisturizer, more facial yoga, and it's really making a difference on my neck.
I'm just waving at somebody.
Oh God! Oh, so someone put a hateful message. That's sad. That's too bad.
It wasn't a nice one. It was just.
We wish you a wonderful day.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We took that.
Thank you, Judith.
No, that's fine, Judith. I really appreciate that. That's why you've got the blue wrench.
Yeah, Frankie. Wait, Grace and Frankie. Grace and Frankie. I love Grace and Frankie. Yes. Facial yoga. Okay, so I'm doing a spring series right now. Today, I think we just did exfoliating. Today was hydrating, but facial yoga will be this week. And it works, Laura. It absolutely works, 100%. And everything is about, and I'm sure, Liedy, just having your surgery, it's consistency. That's how you're going to get stronger. You have to be consistent.
Yeah. Well, like my muscles were cut, right? And
Yes.
and when I had it done, that was just before my 70th birthday. Well, it's 15 months ago, actually. So,
Can anyone believe it's 70?
So I mean, I just had to work at it and stuff. But
yeah,
my big thing is, I always think really positive, right? I'm always like, you got to think positive and get over it and don't be a baby about it. But
okay, sunscreen is always after moisturizer. So sunscreen should be the last thing that goes on, and think of it as your shield from the sun. But you have to wear a wide-brimmed hat, not a baseball cap, because it will. That's why a lot of women have issues with the sides of their face.
That's okay, Carla. We're glad you're popping in and out.
Oh yeah.
We're just glad to have you here. Okay. Okay. Are you ready to answer? I'm behind. I could lose this job.
That's okay.
Hi, Scott. I was going to ask something and I forgot about.
Pardon?
I was going to ask something about makeup.
Okay. I think she said tinted moisturizer.
When do you put on your sunscreen before or after moisturize? That's what Diane asked.
So before, I was saying that moisturizer, then sunscreen. Sunscreen should be your, it should be your shield from the sun, but also wear a wide brimmed hat.
Bye, Dee. Dee's going good night. And
Bye,
give Zoe a little snuggle for me. I'm glad you came, sweetie, and I hope you're on the mend and feeling better. But thanks for coming, spending some time with us. Thank you.
Yes.
Do you ever have those moments? Well, if you don't have them, believe me, you may have them. I had a really good question to ask, and it's great.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say menopause.
Oh, I'm really with
that. Good night. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought Colette was going to bed. So this is so sweet that we have, I can't tell how many people are here, but I'm so grateful. So grateful for even one. How many do we have?
15.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of, mind you, you never know, right? I mean,
yeah. Well,
the numbers always show different afterwards. I'm not that well versed yet on doing lives, but you know, we're.
So Diana said, I hear ladies say no hat because it messes up their hair. I hear this every single day in my career. And I always tell them, have messy hair now, and you're going to be the best looking one at the party next week. I don't understand the messy hair thing. Go find a hat that you love. Go find a hat that you enjoy. Whenever you see me outside, I have a lifeguard hat on. That's just, I can't imagine not having a hat.
I bought a hat, well, 2 weeks ago before our first live, because Lisa said that's what we should have. Sorry if I'm moving this around. I was going to try to reach for my hat. And
go for it.
I finally, when I have to share the screen, I have to sit differently. I'm going to see if I can grab it. And I can't wait to wear my one hat because actually my sister-in-law bought it for me in Palm Springs in one of the hat shops there because I think it was my 64th birthday. And I've maybe worn it once, so now I'm going to wear it. But
good.
Laura, you did that with a funky hat. So let me show you how much fun it can be. Hang on. You keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep talking. All right. Anyone else have a question? Let's see. How about BB or CC lotions for the face? So BB creams and CC creams are essentially a foundation. Okay, and what people don't understand is BB creams, for example, the CC cream came up as a term for marketing, and I think it was actually It Cosmetics that came up with that. If I'm right, I'm pretty sure I'm right. But BB creams, they came about, and everyone thought they were so amazing, but they were actually based on the geisha girl makeup from back in, I think it's Japan, where they put the white makeup on the faces for complete coverage, but it was supposed to give you a glow. They're still foundation. They're not things that I love. But again, if you want to wear them, let's get your skin in shape first and see how beautiful your skin can be. But I will tell you, the minute I take a client off of any of those things, their skin improves. You literally start seeing improvement within 48 hours. And a great example would be, is it Debbie? Linda, who I just showed you before and afters after 1 week. I couldn't believe people gave a couple thumbs down. I don't know who does that. It was unbelievable. Just 1 week of her not doing any of that stuff.
You know, when you're that good, Lisa, you know, people are going to do that to you.
Oh, no. I don't have a mom to tell me that. So thank you, friend. I guess you have tears a lot of times. You feel kind of like in high school here, and being the dark girl in school. And we moved a lot as a child. I had alcoholic parents, and I don't think people know how hurtful it is to not invite you into the club because you're different. And that's how I feel here a little bit. But Liedy, I want everyone to know, you 12 or 10 people watching, Liedy has just embraced me, and so have a few others. And it means a lot to me. And I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining. It's just, you know, I wasn't even, I want to say I wasn't raised that way because no one really raised me, but I didn't raise my daughter that way. My daughter is taught to turn around and pick the next person up and, you know, bring them to the table with you. That's just what I've taught my girl. So
It is still really, really, really sad today in 2021, and that I still look at this, and one of these days I'd love to talk about
yes.
being in the office or business environment in the 70s, what it was like,
Mhm.
especially for women. And I went into two industries where 3% or less were women, and it wasn't fun, and what you say was really hurtful. But it
Mhm.
still amazes me today that no matter how different we can be, or you know, we all have, everybody on here has got a YouTube channel, and we all have different things that we talk about and whatever, and that shouldn't
But we,
matter. We should all be able to lift each other. We
yes,
should
yes.
be, it doesn't matter that you're over here with cosmetics and you're
Yeah.
doing fashion, and I
Mhm.
do everything, whatever I think of. It doesn't matter. The fact is that we lift each other, because
Mhm.
right now we all have channels that are supporting each other to get where we're going. I mean,
Mhm.
eventually we all would like to have organic subscribers, those people that
Yes.
are just glued. But right now, I would visit all of everybody here. I would visit you anyway on your channel, because
Mhm.
you start having connections with these people, and we should
Right.
help each other and protect each other
Well,
from
and I
like bad stuff.
And I think that if I ask you, and I did this in the beginning, if I said, well, you now, how long have you done Botox? I don't even think I asked that. I think it was more about me saying foundation is one of the number one causes of acne and aging. Women didn't like it. And it's, to me, if you're so proud of what you're doing, why can we not discuss it openly and then have two choices for people, right? Or what happened? You just said it, Liedy. There was what, 3% of women in the workforce are in that type of environment. You know, I am a president of a beauty brand company and skincare salons. I worked my tush off. And prior to COVID, you know, I had almost 30 employees, and we're down a little bit right now, but I employ people. I employ women. Most of my people are women that are the main breadwinners in their homes. And I say this really humbly. I am an expert, and it's taken a long time to get here. And I think you and I have discussed this, Liedy. Your husband was a dentist. I wouldn't come on here and give dental advice. I would go to him because he's the expert. And it's almost like because I am an expert, I'm somehow being just like, they're not inviting me to the table or in the door. They're slamming the door in my face, and I don't get it. Because to me, I feel like, well, wouldn't you want to listen to someone who's actually gotten results and knows what she's talking about? And then we can discuss it. Well, Lisa, why don't you like microneedling? Let's talk about it. Or talk to me about why you don't like Botox, but let me tell you why I do. Oh, that's fabulous. That's great, right? Or, you know, one day, in Liedy, I know you guys come down to Southern California. You know, maybe I have you do my makeup. You know, I don't
Me,
know.
me,
Well, not you. No, maybe you and I go get our makeup done.
yeah. But you
But I
know,
just, yeah, yeah. I just feel like there's room for everyone, but when you're an expert, I'm going to say this in the kindest way I can, because I've looked up to women my whole life that are, you know, moms that are older than me, or women that are ahead of me in my industry. Just respect what I do, right? You know, this isn't my hobby. This is my livelihood and my life. And that's probably the most difficult thing, because I just want to help all of you. You know, I just want to, I don't know, I guess I want to say I'm the voice of reason.
see, I think what happens and what a lot of us women don't understand, and there are even guys like that in the business world, is um, uh, when you run a successful business and you want to be strong, and this is what you've done in your spas, is you've
Mhm.
hired
Yes.
qualified, educated women to service your clients. That's going to make you very successful, people that micromanage and think they know everything usually will fall, because it's really hard to build something and be all that to everybody.
Sure, sure.
When I see something, and you nailed it. When I see, I mean, there are some fabulous channels out there.
Oh,
where
everyone
girls
has
do makeup and all of that. But you know, there might be a few that are, I don't know what you call them, artists, or what do you call it? They use them in Hollywood or whatever. But you know, most of us out here just are passionate and have a hobby, like you say, or whatever.
And I love that. Yeah, I love that. But let's all do it. Let's embrace each other, right? Let's embrace one another. That's all.
Respect each other.
Yeah, respect. Okay, wait. Let's see. Yes, you're right, Diana. Everyone we meet has the ability to teach us something new. Amen. Judith, I tried the Fenty makeup. Well, just in general, Fenty or not, you know, made by a wonderful lady. You know, she's a singer, a musician, brought up in an environment that was impoverished, and she brought herself to a great place. But that doesn't mean her makeup's great. You know, makeup is made at very few places in the whole world. If you'd ever looked at who Estee Lauder owns and who L'Oreal owns, it would blow your mind. You know, they own almost every company. So be mindful of what you're putting on your face. And my advice is just stop the foundation and concealer for a while you get your skin in shape. Oh, thank you, Pierre. So sweet. So anybody else have any like interesting questions? I'm trying to see if anyone else has another question. So you're gonna laugh. Kent said we should remember to go high, right? When they go low, go high.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to go high.
That's absolutely right. I mean, you know what? Yeah. There's nothing worse in the world than when you have to sit and eat crow. It's not a good thing.
No, I just want to be good.
I have a question for you.
Okay, let's hear you, Liedy.
Okay, so let's talk about Lisa's business. Lisa, how old was your oldest client ever?
Oh, this is a good one. He was, and you know what, he has passed away, and I'm trying to think what my oldest would be now, but he was almost 89 years old. He came to me when he was in his 70s, and he had, I actually went into a dermatologist's office at the time and would do facials for them a few days a week. And I spent about 2 hours doing extractions and things and getting his skin in shape. And it went from being mottled and broken out and something he'd suffered with his whole life. The things they would say that he did because he had bad skin were terrible. And I remember he cried, and he became one of my just all-time favorite clients. He was a really famous artist here in Laguna Beach.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay.
So it's never too late. Never too late.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's never too late.
There's hope, guys. I need to be able to go back to work. I need new facings on all my teeth. There, so these are important. Okay.
Judith, I agree.
You can reverse aging, acne, and scar tissue.
Can you reverse it?
Can you? Yeah, with your
100%. Give me a chance, and I can give you skin that will blow your mind. And even with a new client, and I'm talking the severest of the severe, maybe acne, maybe burns, aging, I'll just tell them, hope for 50%. And when I give you 80%, your mind will be blown. But yes, we can we not reverse diabetes? Can we not reverse high blood pressure? Can we not reverse many of the, you know, the lupuses, and I'm not saying you can heal things, but I do think you can reverse them with diet and the way you care for things. And your skin's the largest organ of the body.
Yes. I just want to say hi. Hi, Lorraine. How are you feeling?
Oh, hi.
Lorraine's in Canada, but she's on the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys, if you don't know each other, make sure you get to know each other. These are all really awesome people that are hanging out with us. Okay. Yes, Judith, I think so too. I think so too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know, it's the old thing. It's like we can agree to disagree with respect
Yes.
about
That's
anything
all.
and everything.
Just be supportive. Hey,
Hi,
Linda. Linda's so supportive. Hey, Linda. I have a
It's-
feeling we have some people who've gone to bed.
Oh, just when the party's starting.
I know, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I have.
Yes, I think you can fix anything with the skin. I do think that there are things that we are born with. You know, someone that has the inability to sweat, things like that. But I do think that overall, we can reverse the effects of aging, acne, scar tissue. Absolutely.
Okay, there's something I have never used, and I know
Okay.
you talk about it, and I'm thinking, well, I might have to try it. My problem is aging's never really bothered me, and
Well, you're not aging, Liedy. You look amazing.
and the more I learn or whatever, I'm going, holy macro, maybe I need to do more. But you were talking about what are those things called that you like
Milia?
those little face things you put on and you put.
Oh, the eye gels? The eye patches?
Yes, I never
Yeah.
knew what 11s were until I started watching
Oh,
you.
well, because it's, you know, think about it. If the beauty industry tells women, hey, you've got 11s, get rid of them, then you're going to go get Botox, right? But we all start looking at him and going, oh my gosh, I look angry. Oh my gosh, I have 11s. Oh my gosh, what are those? Yeah, what are those? But you can really get them better with hydration, with doing your facial yoga. There are products out there that can really help to stimulate collagen. There's just too many options that are natural.
Oh, Carla.
So sweet. Carla, thank you. Our
That's
supporter.
so nice. Thank you.
Can I use Bragg's ACV with your cleanser and simple listing? Well, Laura, so funny. You must not watch my channel. That's okay. I have been using Bragg's apple cider for over 20 years. Well, let's see. Has Bragg's been around 20 years? I've been using apple cider vinegar. So I have every client drink it. It's one of the first things we teach a first-time client. And then we have them put it on after exfoliating, cleansing, and polishing. You don't know what that is yet, but you will. And you can dilute it and put it on. You can put it in a spray bottle. And we also make our own ACV toner because it just helps some women that can't stand the smell. But you're going to laugh. I'm trying to simple listing. Simple listing. I have to be honest, I don't know what you're talking about with simple listing. And I should know that for some reason. With your cleanser and simple listing. Do you know what that is, Lee? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. Forgive me. It could be a little bit of brain fog, but yes, ACV and cleanser. So my products, not that we're pushing products here. I just want to uplift women and let you all know you're freaking beautiful. You know, who cares if you don't have pounds of makeup on and you don't have lips that do this? You're gorgeous. But the way that I developed these products was only for my clients. And after COVID, we're putting them out there now, which I should have done a long time ago. I thought, ooh, keep them exclusive to the salons, but they're just food for your skin. So yes, you can use apple cider vinegar with them. And use AC. Yes, you do, Linda. Good job. Oh, lotion. I was like, oh God, I'm a master esthetician. I don't know what listing is.
Laura's came up with something new.
Lotion. We like to call it moisturizer or face cream, but yes, just know that your face cream should not have sunscreen in it. Your sunscreen needs to be separate because it can dilute or poison the essentials in your moisturizer. And you also don't want color in it, as I was saying earlier with tinted moisturizer. You want all of those things separate. Your moisturizer needs to be a huge antioxidant and just feed your skin. Linda, you're so sweet. I didn't tell her to say that.
Are you paying people?
I'm paying people. Oh, God.
That's really cool.
Okay, been using castor oil. Been using castor oil on my eyebrows. Oh, I swear by it. The results are amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you saw that.
No, it's okay. Internally is so good for us. Yes, ACV is so good for you. It helps with gut health. So When we have a teenager come in, we ask them lots of personal questions, you know, if they're doing things like drinking or drugs that maybe, you know, parents don't know about. And we always ask parents first. They have to fill out all this information with teenagers. But one of the things is if you're not pooing really well and you're not going to the bathroom really good, your gut health gets really bad, and that shows up on your skin, and that can be severe acne. So once we get it all cleaned and we clean from the inside out, the results, they're incredible, actually. They're just amazing.
And another thing too is for gut health, they talk about that so much now. It's something we didn't talk about 10 years ago. I make my own bone broth, you guys. When we used to be in Palm Springs, I used to buy it at Clark's, which is kind of like a health food store, but it's really expensive, but it's really easy to make yourself as long as you can get almost organic bones.
Now, you know I'm a vegan.
Yes,
but I do know bone broth is good for you. It's great for collagen. It's looking for things that are going to build the collagen, and don't let people tell you that, you know, just because we're women, and you know, it's funny, they don't say it to men. They don't look at a man. I don't go over to Kent and go, hey, you got some 11s, right? Or, hey, what's that gray hair? Like, they're all rugged and perfect. But for some reason we say to a woman, well, you know, when you get into menopause, just forget about it. The collagen just stops working, and you're going to have hot flashes, you're going to have gray hair, and you're going to look like crap. That's really what they tell us. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to look better than you ever did, and you are going to rock it. And that's, look at Liedy, everyone. 70 what again? I don't believe it, actually. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So that's really the message that I want to send. Now, someone said something about coconut oil. So Laura, here's the thing with coconut oil. Use it on your body, but don't put it on your face, because in its efficacy or its natural state, it is very thick. So if you live in an area where in the winter it gets a little hard, in the summer the container, the coconut oil gets very liquidy, and it's so good for you. But in your face, it does the same thing. So it can get very hard inside your pores, and we do see issues with it. So just be mindful about it on your face. Okay.
Okay. Linda, if you go to my channel, what am I going to tell you? I actually do a whole video on how to make bone broth. I go buy it and I walk you through it. So there you go. Now you have to go to my channel, you guys.
And that's collagen, but that is collagen. So gut health, yep. But
really
for all of you plant-based people out there, apple cider vinegar, lemon water, there are so many things that are good that will clean our bodies out as well. So.
Well, you know what's exciting about all of this too, though? I was thinking about that earlier, and I think I actually said it just on the video that you posted today. What I love about so many of the things that you share with us, Lisa, is like I think I said, a lot of these things are in our kitchens. They're in our cupboards. So, you know, people might go, oh, well, you know, maybe the timing isn't right to get all the products or whatever. Well, maybe try some of the things that you can, and then go to the kitchen and see what's out there. I need to tell you guys this. I was going to do a video on it, and I may. You were talking about castor oil, and I actually said to Lisa in one of my comments that I for me, castor oil, like you took 2 teaspoons when you were overdue with your baby, and you were taking castor oil. It's taken a whole life on its own since I've met Lisa. But you know what? I've been doing this for 4 nights now, and I'm wearing long sleeves. But anyway, what happens to us sometimes as we get older, we get crazy skin.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too bad when I'm sitting, but when I would reach down, it was like, you guys, I'm going to do a video on it. I can't tell you. Castor oil, I'm putting it on my arms at night.
Yeah. But then how's oil? Yeah. But how are some of these cosmetic companies going to make money if they know that you know castor oil works? And I'm not saying that there aren't good products out there. I'm just saying in general, what is old is kind of new again. I've had clients tell me that their grandparents told them to put milk and magnesia on a zit. There's so many natural alternatives. And I heard someone say, but what we have now, we have so many options to look younger and to be younger. And I think who was it? Her grandmother looked older than she does now. But you know what? Maybe her grandmother didn't eat as well. Maybe her grandmother didn't exercise. But you know, just because we can go and get an injection, why not try a healthier alternative first, right? Or like castor oil, or instead of you going and getting laser on your arms, Liedy, try the castor oil first, right? Oh, this is so funny. This is my brother.
We have a man in the room.
Never been on my channel.
No, he's not. He's on my channel.
Sean, I'm sorry, but I had to say hi to you because this is my little baby brother, and he never comes on my channel. I don't know how he found me.
That's so cool.
You know what, Shawnee? Put Vaseline on your hands, or a nice good amount. Rub them in, get the heat going, and then put socks over your hands, and they'll feel amazing. Oh, that touches my heart that he was here. That is so sweet. I didn't even tell him. What did I tell him I was going to be on here? I don't think so. Hey, Sean.
That's awesome. Hi, Sean. Nice to meet you.
What is the best powder bronzer to use? You know, pal, I think it's what doesn't break you out. But there's been a couple through the years that I love. Laura Mercier, I loved one by Chanel. But if I'm going to be honest with you, many of these products are all made in, you know, the same manufacturers and things, and we have different chemists, of course, but just find something that doesn't break you out. Linda, hi, Sean. I'm his big sister, and yeah, he's my little brother. I was trying coconut. Oh yeah, coconut oil is fine. Just don't put it on your face, Sean, because it will break out your skin about 8 out of 10 times. So you can just get it nice and warm though, emulsify it, get it nice and warm so it really absorbs into the skin, and then put socks over your hands. Works wonderful. Yes, yes. This is so sweet.
Oh.
So how many people do we have watching now, Liedy? Has anyone gone to bed?
17.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm so famous.
You guys, it's Saturday night. I mean, this,
Before
you know,
Easter.
Lisa and I have talked about maybe at some point we may touch on some other subjects
Absolutely.
Because you know, Lisa's more than peaches skincare. There's a whole
I know how to
bunch
make
of
a
stuff.
cocktail. I know how to make a cocktail.
So we might do an evening of our favorite cocktails. We might talk about, you know, do we garden? Do we like to garden or not?
I love gardening. Yeah.
We're really hoping that we can maybe over time grow this to be, you know, depending on how often we're going to do it.
Liedy, worldwide.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, that's a big secret.
Grace and Frankie.
Front row seats, everybody that supported us there. But yeah.
I love it. That's funny. I was dying to watch this tonight. I missed the last one. Oh, well, we were echoey last time. Oh, Diana, you guys are going to make me cry. That makes me feel so.
You know, I mean, here's a guy that's got a direct line to her, and he's coming here to talk to her.
He's a sweetheart.
I do that as well, Lydia. Oh, you have your recipe from your Oma. Oh, cool. Oh, I didn't have it. I had to look it up. I don't know who taught me.
Oh, for the bone broth? For the bone broth? Yeah.
Okay, just a minute. Oh, well, you know what? We're glad you made it, Linda.
Mm-hmm.
We look forward to it. But you know what? It's just really nice to kind of, even though we have our YouTube channels and we do a video, which we do by ourselves and pre-recorded. And I mean, this is almost like maybe we're hanging out somewhere, like at a big table and having a chit chat. It would just be really cool if we could all see each other.
Yes.
So I have thought about this. I don't even know if we could pull this off, but this would be so much fun. I said this last time.
She's scared everybody.
Do a Zoom.
Yeah.
Where everybody could be on the screen.
Yeah.
But I record it, so I'd have to have a camera behind the TV screen of everybody. I mean, my mind's, we can do this.
I can barely turn on the computer to do this. My brother knows that, and so does my husband. So you plan it, and I'll be there. Okay, wait. Someone asked me my favorite vegan dinner. Let's see.
Sorry. Back up.
No. Who was that? Oh gosh.
It's Laura.
Laura. So Laura, I am really blessed to have a husband who loves to cook. Our son is actually a chef. He doesn't live with us, but he is a chef, and I think my husband, they both just have this gift. So he cooks for me a lot so that he won't have to eat my food. But one of my favorite things that he makes is vegan meatloaf. And it was delicious with mashed potatoes and corn. And it's probably one of my favorite dinners. Although we made one tonight. This is not healthy, but vegan grilled cheese and tomato soup. I love it. It just feels good. So, and we just feel better eating that way. It's not something you're going to have perfect skin if you eat plant-based, but I do think there's something to making sure you're eating healthy, not a lot of sugar, not a lot of salt, not things that are packaged products.
Yes. Well, I was going to put this on because that's nice. Because I think Lisa and I feel we have
I'm in for Zoom. Oh, no.
Thank you. Yeah.
Lisa, how's your moving going? Let's see. I'm tucked over into this corner because one of my lovely people, which he's going to be so sad I didn't tell him that we were on tonight. And I don't know. I thought we posted it on my channel, but he said, Lisa, no one wants to see the empty bookshelves. And he meant it very kindly. He's a very nice young man. I think, yeah. But anyway, we're doing well. We should be moving in about 3 weeks. And it has been anyone struggling with this year or struggling with anything, know that there's a purpose for everything. There's a reason for everything. As I tell my children, things always work out better than you can dream. We moved here last January we're going to open our 4th salon, buying a house. We sold our beautiful little beach house, and devastation hit is what it felt like. Just our salons, they talk about restaurants. The beauty industry was shuttered. We were closed for really just a year. I mean, I think we got to open for 2 weeks and then they shut us down again. And regardless, I don't want to hear everyone's opinions on politics and things. I respect and understand it because my daughter's a frontline worker. And I knew what had to be done, and I wanted to keep myself safe and my employees safe, but it was hard. And to now come full circle and we're going back to where we moved from, our salon in Naples and near our son and daughter, you feel kind of like, wow, this is okay. This feels right. It feels good. And I don't know about many of you, but I have just learned to be so grateful, so just so grateful and so open-minded. I just want love. I just want kindness. I don't want anger. And I'm glad that Kent and I are movable. I'm glad that we don't freak out and panic and say, we're not going to budge. We're just kind of going with the flow. Kent's told me our whole marriage, we'll be married 36 years this year, that 36 or 35, that he's on the bus and God or whomever you believe is driving the universe. And, he just, when he stops and wants us to get off, we get off, or we go where he wants us to go. And I just think this year's really taught me that. I don't know if that made any sense. Was that babbling?
No, it's really, I think it's great to listen to because I've had so much change in my life consistently. And I know a lot of people don't like change, you're adverse to change. And when they have to deal with change, they fall apart. And I embrace change because I have found over almost 71 years.
Well, you and I have a similar childhood, I think, too.
Yes, we have very different. Yeah, not very different. Very, very similar. Yeah. Like we have very sad childhoods, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
And so I think that makes you. I always tell my kids, you guys have all heard the saying, when one door closes, two doors open. Well, I have another saying. When all the doors close,
I love this.
Open window. Okay. It's never over. It's not just about a door. Look for a window. And everything happens for a reason and how you embrace it. If we learn to, if you think it's bad, believe me, it'll be exactly what you think it is. Whatever
Yes.
you determine, that's what it will be. So think
your
of
thoughts create your life. Yeah. And I don't know about you, Liedy, but someone asked Naples, Florida. No, Naples, Long Beach. It's here in Southern California. Beautiful little enclave. I think that you just said that so beautifully. And I think too, coming from where we come from, and maybe that's something we talk about one day, being empowered. You know, I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. I don't know anything else but survival. And I'm just so grateful to be here. And I have hard days. I'm in therapy. You know, I believe in it. It's not my whole life. You know, every once in a while I have to kind of get back in and talk and get things figured out. And when you come from a childhood like we do, your roots they're a little unstable, and you didn't learn how to deal with certain things. But gosh, I just think that we're fighters, and you're just so grateful for every day and every person you can touch. And yeah, we're excited to have our next chapter, right, Liedy? Like our next chapter in life. What's this?
Exactly. And some of my girlfriends will know this. You guys, I often will go to the Pandora shop. I love Pandora charms. So we used to have charm bracelets back in the 60s and 70s. Yeah. And I love them because I find if you have a bracelet, very personal, right? And I love giving my girlfriends a book. There's a little book. Because I want women to remember that we are the authors. We are the authors, and by the way, editors. We're also the editor.
Amen.
It's your book. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Anytime stuff happens, you can end that chapter. No, not the book. The book stays open. We're not looking for that end yet, unless you're on a mission about a business or a project. Right. But your life, you don't want to see that. And so, you know, it's write every chapter yourself. Yes. And if it doesn't look good, edit it if you can. Mm-hmm. And if it's not, end the chapter, start a new one. You have all the power. You really do.
And a few of the ladies, Judith, Laura, you're talking about therapy. Don't be embarrassed to ask for help. One, amen that you're saying this, because I think it's, you know, my daughter's a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and, you know, golly, this brain up here and our thoughts and things are important too, right? Our mind, body, and soul. I always raise my children, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, not to get too deep. But I think what you said, Liedy, resonates with me, because I also believe we're the thermometers in our homes as women. We just are. And when we're not feeling beautiful, or we're down on ourselves, or I look old, or I have a wrinkle, or oh my God, my gray hair, we're just really bringing such negative energy in. Instead, just think, I'm powerful. I'm 55 years old, right, Liedy? You're going to be 71 years old. The stories, the joys, that's empowering. So as women, we need to empower ourselves from the inside out and the outside in. Liedy needs to write a book, everybody. That's what I think.
Actually, I have the
Thank
first
you. It was hard to be candid. I hope I didn't share it too much. Go ahead.
Sorry. No.
Well, she was saying that thank you for being candid. I've been in therapy many times and remain on medication. And that's the thing, you know, it is an illness. I'm blessed that, blessed, that's not probably the right word. I don't have to take any medication or anything, but if I had to, I would. You know, my daughter would tell me to. But for me, it's, I come from abuse, and it's just talking about it and having someone say, someone justify you. Just have someone justify you and tell you you're amazing, you're powerful. You know what it is. And a couple of you said you wouldn't have met me if I didn't come on YouTube. Amen. But being here was a little tough for me, and I felt a little less than again. And I had to really go inside and say, I am powerful. I can do this, and not just because, you know, and I don't want to talk about mean girls. I don't want to do that. But just because someone slams a door in my face or doesn't invite me to the table doesn't mean I'm less than, right? It just doesn't mean I'm less than. So I think that's
hard to know that and to overcome that.
It is,
our background.
It is. Thank you. Yes. If you had Charming Life Therapy helps you get through it and learn it, absolutely, Laura, 100%. I got your Restore Cleanser. Is there anything I need to pay attention to? Oh, Restore Cleanser is just, I use it every day. I use it the minute I wake up because I have night sweats during the night. But people do in general just that's when we develop acne, or not to get back to skin from therapy, but our skin, largest organ of the body, and our body at night is when it heals, when we're at rest, and our skin purges out things. So it's a great time to use it first thing in the morning before you do your whole regime. So I do Restore, and then I put Miracle Mask on. So nothing you need to know, just that little extra washing if you want it. I'm not a double cleanser. I don't really believe in that. But it's just that extra clean, if you will, where Peaches Classic is more face food. If you had Charming, helps, Liedy. Want to stop and say hello. Hey, Bears and Butter. So I think, Liedy, we give everyone like 10 more minutes because I know it's Easter tomorrow. And, I want to make sure everyone.
Oh, okay, you guys in the United States. I'm in Canada. I have a question.
Easter? Oh.
I have a question. It's been bothering me forever.
Oh, no. Okay.
Something I can't figure out. Okay, so it's Easter, right?
Yeah.
And so there's Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny.
Okay.
Where do the eggs come from?
Oh, I thought that was everywhere in the world. I bet someone else can answer this better than me, because for me it is religious as well. I'm more of a spiritual person than I don't want to put off anyone, but I, believe in God, but I'm more of a spiritual person. But I remember once someone told me a really great, I don't know if it was an analogy or story of eggs that had to do with that, but I have no idea.
I just tease my grandkids all the time when they're out for the.
I thought it was everywhere.
Is it only? Huh?
It's only in the United States that we have eggs?
No.
Oh,
you're missing it. Oh, I told you earlier, there's only room for one blonde in the room.
I didn't know what you were saying.
No, but Easter, everybody talks. I mean, how come there's, all you ever see is that little chicken? I said to my kids, I don't know why you're getting all these eggs from the Easter Bunny, because the Easter Bunny doesn't lay eggs.
That's so funny. Well, for my adult children, the little plastic eggs have cash in them, so to help them pay for college and things. Yeah. Let's see, Liedy. Okay. So she's like, oh, you're like a box of chocolates, Liedy. You guys are cheap, Linda says. Is Colette still here? Oh yeah, she's there. Okay, I love her. So let me, a lot of these women have been so supportive of me, and I think one day too, Liedy, we need to do something where they introduce themselves. That's how I met a few of these women. I met Colette on another channel where she let us introduce ourselves, and Colette and I both have sons that were born with just little blessings, special needs. And Colette, I'm not going to give your personal information away here, but I just think it's just such a blessing to meet other women and know that we're going through things together and that you're not alone and not everything's so perfect. But I do believe your thoughts create your life 100%.
I have a bonus. I call him a bonus grandson that's special needs. And yeah, we learn so much from him.
Okay, did you see that with the egg? That's it. That's the story.
The egg, an ancient symbol of new life,
represent Jesus emerging from the tomb. I think that's what I heard. I think that's beautiful.
Well, that's really. Do you know what? That's really cool, Carla. Yeah. I didn't know that.
I think that is what I'd heard. Yeah, Lisa and I are sisters. Sisters from another mister and another mother. Oh, there's a good story. You guys, I'm going to tell you, okay, before we close, something we should do. Have you ever done Ancestry?
I have.
Okay, I have a great Ancestry story. Should I just give you a little bit of detail, and then this should be a subject we do? Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I want to hear it.
So my children got me Ancestry 2 years ago, February. Let's see. So this is last February. Okay, was COVID, the year before that. And I'm only going to say one sentence. I found out my father was not who my father is. And it led to a whole bunch of stuff. So I think that'd be a really interesting conversation, because I think there's a lot of that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do we ever have a story? Because I don't know if you guys know, I was in Europe in 2019.
Okay.
And I had my son gave me a DNA like quite a few years ago. and we'd always been taught. I'd always been taught Spanish. I mean, we have family who does Spanish. Well, when I got I'm as white as they come. I'm going, what? I have it on a video.
Disappointed?
I'm so disappointed in my DNA. It's not what I thought it was.
Well,
but
mine's
anyway.
pretty colorful, but I love it. Hey, I wanted to say, Linda, not to interrupt Liedy, but Linda also had shared with me, and I met Linda, I met you before this, but Linda had a grandson that passed away. And at the same time I met Colette. It was just such a special moment where we all got to share about these different, our boys and our children and special angels. So Linda, I wanted to honor you for that. So, but yes, you're so cute. So you're just as white as can be.
Well, no, it gets worse than that. So that's okay. So that's behind me a couple of years. So I have a half sister. We know that we should have the same mom, but we have different dads. So then I'm in Holland. I'm going to put this out there. I'm not going to mention any names. I get a phone call like at night, and it's my nephew who says to me, by the way, your dad is not your biological dad.
Liedy, no, because if we have the same story, this is too crazy. You guys already know Liedy and I have too many things that are similar. Are you kidding me?
He was wrong. Ruined my trip. I mean, it was crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
okay, well, we should definitely do the ancestry thing. We always say we want to get our DNA stuff done, but the last thing we want is a random stranger calling us and saying your DNA is like just some psychopath. Well, that is not the case with me, thank goodness. But I did never get to meet my dad, but that's okay. Thank you so much. Just one of the reasons I love you. Oh, Linda, you're just such a sweet lady. Just that you choose to be here. All right, guys. Anyone have? Look at me. I'm controlling Liedy's show. Let's go. Anyone have?
It's our show. I mean,
yeah. All right, it's our show. Anyone have?
It would never be this good if it wasn't both of us, right?
Yeah.
In fact, Rob, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Lorraine. Okay, there's one more.
Lisa, I just placed an order to try the. She's so cute. Hey, we're selling product online. We're like QVC. Laura, let me tell you something, Laura. One, thank you for trusting me. And two, just know that I will get on the phone with you if you'd like, whatever you need to do as soon as you get your products. And I just tell everyone on my channel, I'm probably insane to do this, but just lisa@peachesskincare.com. We email back and forth. And if you need to get on the phone with me, we can get on the phone. So you won't regret it. You'll love it.
Yes.
Yes.
And I need to drive to LA to go and get a whole bunch more. I mean, you guys.
Well, you will.
We are so disconnected.
You will come to California.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Diana, for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, how did we meet?
Liedy meet. Liedy, I think Liedy came to me first. One day I just saw this comment on my channel, and she was so sweet, and I looked and she had more than 50 subscribers. So I just thought, she's huge. But what I loved about it, and I don't remember your exact first comment, but it was very long and it was very personal. You had actually watched the video. It felt really good. Because I don't know if many of you know, you want to watch the whole video if you can, because YouTube can see if you don't watch it. It really stinks for us because then they won't show our videos. But Liedy, and then we just started emailing, right, Liedy? I think we started emailing each other.
We started emailing, yeah.
And I think
now we're real personal.
We're real personal. Now we are. I think, I trust her. She trusts me, and it just worked out. It's a huge blessing. Thank you, Lisa and Liedy. I will subscribe to your channel, Liedy. Uh-oh, Liedy, you're getting Linda. No.
Good. That's okay, Linda. But like I say, I'm like a box of chocolates.
You're like the box. Okay. Happy Easter to everyone. Paula. Oh, Paula, hi. You know what? We'll put it on so you can watch it unlive. But Paula's just such a wonderful lady as well.
Hi, Paula. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And willing to try it. So.
Oh, Laura, thank you. I did do a nice review.
Great review. It was like an infomercial. I was impressed. Today,
there's my friend. Hi, how are you doing? I'm so glad you come all the way from India. Thank you.
Oh wow. Indian cooking. Oh yeah.
Yes, he does wonderful Indian cooking. And he speaks English in his videos.
So wonderful. Okay.
Yeah,
no, I love that. Well, happy Easter, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this, Liedy. Thank you again for having me on. And I guess if everyone would maybe want to see this once a month or something, you guys all decide. But I enjoy having these conversations with Liedy. They fill my soul. So I hope they fill yours.
Yes. And if you have like a specific, subject you want us to talk about, I don't know. We'll try to be
cocktails.
Happy Easter, guys.
Happy
and
Easter.
Remember, dark chocolate is really good for you.
Yes, it is. Very good for you. All right, Liedy, I adore you. And I adore all of you. Bye, pal. Bye,
Thanks,
Linda.
guys. We love
Bye,
you.
Bye, Vicky.
Judith, thank you for moderating, sweetie. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't want to know what that person said. All right, guys, I'm leaving. I'm exiting the studio. Bye, guys.